CPI training does not work on autistic children. A lot of schools across the country are using CPI training in order to manage disruptive behaviors, assess risk, and create safe and respectful school environments. However, these are preemptive actions that CPI training teaches educators. The problem is, once an autistic child begins having a meltdown, all of that gets thrown out the window. It doesn't work. Because a meltdown is very similar to a seizure, meaning it's uncontrollable. You can't just talk a child out of the behaviors that he or her are experiencing due to the meltdown. Oftentimes, when autistic children have meltdowns, they don't remember much of what happened during the meltdown. Just like a seizure, as I stated. Individuals who have seizures don't remember anything that happens. It takes a lot out of them, and it takes a lot for them to recover afterwards. With meltdowns, it's the exact same way. So CPI training, which stands for Crisis Prevention Institute training, which is backed by ABA therapy, doesn't stand to succeed when it comes to autistic meltdowns. I have the AI overview up here. It says Crisis Prevention and Intervention Training in education is a program that teaches teachers and school staff how to prevent and manage disruptive behavior, assess risk, and create safe and respectful school environments. The goal is that CPI training aims to keep students and staff safe and secure by teaching strategies to prevent and de-escalate anxious, hostile, and violent behavior. As stated, though, as I said, that may help slightly prior to the beginning of the meltdown, during the build up to it. But once an autistic individual reaches critical mass, for lack of another word, they will melt down. They will go into a type of seizure, essentially, that they have to let ride its course. The techniques used in CPI training, it says, teaches a variety of techniques including verbal de-escalation, non-harmful classroom models, and how to assess risk. CPI training is based on the philosophy of providing the best care, welfare, safety, and security for everyone. CPI training teaches that physical interventions should only be used as a last resort, and only when the child's behavior poses more risk to their own safety than any physical hold does. CPI Safety Intervention Foundation training incorporates trauma-informed and person-centered approaches. Now, the way that schools use this, however, in my experience, working with a family of an autistic student who is really struggling with their IEP, the schools do not use hands-on as a last resort. It's often the first resort, whether the child is in direct harm or not. We really need to improve the training of our educators, the school administrators, and teachers' aides when it comes to autism, autistic meltdowns, and the like. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because if we don't, that is going to put the child, the student, in the school to prison pipeline. And nobody wants that.